Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's special edition of live trading with Sinu. And the reason it's special is because it's a special day for gold, right?
Is it?
You've been banging on the Telegram groups
Yeah.
for like days now that today is a gold day, right?
Yeah, I think so. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for all those who are watching across the globe. Sinu Shukma here and Russell here joining with you on this
Hello.
live session. I think, when I have seen, I was talking to Russell when, Buffett used to check the mic test. He used to say that 1 million, 2 million, 3 million.
Oh, right, just like your trading account, is it?
No. It's a, demo account.
Yeah.
And when we are trading on a demo, I don't think going on a 10k or a 20k account. That's why.
So why did you choose 1 million? Why not choose 10 million then?
Because obviously I know for a fact in future I'm going to trade with $1 million account.
Okay.
Let's see if.
So you're just getting used to the psychology now.
Practice.
Well, you've heard it here, people. You've heard it here first. This is a $1 million trader in the making.
In the making.
Yeah, in the making. So he's you guys are helping him sort his psychology out for that time. So yeah, if you're out there, especially you guys on TikTok, we do like some interaction. So post some comments and we can answer some questions. We're here with you here today for what, about an hour and a half?
No, there is
about an hour and a half. So
possibly we'll get to know. We'll see the structure, how it is unfolding. Accordingly, we'll extend if it is possible. I think 1:30 Enzo is doing a session for the VTCT students as well.
Okay.
So some of them joining for this session, they might miss it. So we'll try to close it before 1:30.
Okay,
but
yeah, that's fine.
There is a
let's put no pressure on
great
ourselves.
character in Bhagavad Gita called Ravanan.
Okay.
And that guy who used to have 10 heads.
Okay.
Similarly, you have TikTok, you have Facebook, you have Instagram.
Oh, you can't say them. You can't.
Okay,
you can't. Yeah, I think the TikTok algorithm doesn't like the mention of other platforms. So we have to have like code names for them.
Okay.
So they call it like the red one,
so
the blue one.
We are streaming everywhere.
The one with the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're only streaming to TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok, okay? So yeah, just you didn't hear any of that, so don't demote us on your algo based ratings. So anyway, let's pull it back.
Get into that.
Pull it back to trading.
Okay, so today we are going to discuss more on the USD strong narrative, what has happened when the Powell had a speech on Friday, and all the markets including crypto, Nasdaq, GBP USD, DXY, USD JPY, gold, everything moved crazily.
Yep.
And people were captured that opportunity because I have closed my positions at 130 itself. I was on the other side of the coin. We're looking for the DXY to stronger.
Yep.
And at 130 I've seen a seller's trap on the order flow, and that made me to close the entire position, and I haven't participated after that.
Yeah.
But after that particular move, why it is so special for gold, because we are inside the symmetrical triangle, and even over the weekend video I've been mentioning them.
Hang on, I need to get your screen up. So
yep.
Sorry, I'm being a bit lax there with the whole screen sharing situation. Yeah, so just say that again, because
yeah, no problem.
I wasn't on the ball there, unfortunately.
So I posted a weekly video, which was expecting the market to trade within this particular range, and this is the Friday close. Okay, so I was expecting, if you go back to that particular video, this was something similar to this. Let's say the tools. Okay, so we don't have anything here, right? Now it is easy for anyone to go back and say that, okay, this is how the market is played out, and this is what we are expecting.
Yeah, hindsight's always a great thing, isn't it? Yeah.
But on our weekly video, we have posted saying that, okay, if market is playing out a consolidation move on Monday, followed by manipulating that consolidation, and this was done over the weekend.
Okay.
and then we could see a massive rally on gold. I'm not sure which direction yet, it is not yet confirmed.
Okay.
So what I'm looking for gold at the moment is to tap into this particular area which has taken out even the reaction which should happen from a 50% of the whole move which has happened on Friday.
Yeah. What price is that? Give us a number for those people on the vertical streams that might not be able to see the number.
Screens which we are live on, so that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, you want to see that one?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so this is
The current
positions
which we are running on. The reason why we have ended short position instead of a strong closure, if I just replay the Monday and Tuesday, this is the similar play which has happened on Monday. We got a good consolidation within that range because it's a bank holiday where low volatility, and then on Tuesday that consolidation got manipulated towards upside, and then from yesterday we are seeing this from the opening market being selling off. While this sell off, it is a tricky question for anyone who is trading with respect to the pattern. So when there is a spring is compressing much more, it has the potential to explode much larger.
Yes,
that's the symmetrical.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, so on a simple note, those who are starting with trading, this is how you should capture the breakout moves. So we are inside from March, and we are inside the symmetrical triangle from March to April, May and June and July. And this is August, right? 5th month. 5 months. It's been like for people who are really good enough, they are building positions on the lower side for the longs, they are building positions on the higher side on the shorts.
Okay.
And we are about to end this symmetrical triangle. I hope those who are watching with respect to 20 days candles, I believe that market moves in 20, 40 and 60 days that we have discussed last week.
We definitely
so it has taken the upside liquidity, and it has a potential to fall back all the way down to the 100%, which is the correction most of the traders will be anticipating.
Okay.
If the sentiment is moving towards risk on assets. Okay. But unfortunately there are there are both ways I'm looking at the market. But currently what I've seen with respect to the charts, when the market have created this equal lows on a balanced price range. So what is balanced price range?
So is it something to do with the market's imbalance?
Okay, so when the buyers are pushing the price upside,
yes,
we call that 3 continuous candles.
Okay.
And on that gap, we call it as a fair value gap or imbalance in the price action, and you can see that buyers are pushing. So it's a buy side buy side imbalance and a sell side inefficiency.
Okay.
Sellers are inefficient at that point. So when we have a similar situation where if you look at the candles on Monday, it was like a buyers pushing upside and then the sellers pushing downside. Again the buyers pushed, which means when you have both buyers and sellers are pushing both the sides, they are getting balanced, and that zone is called as a balanced price range.
Okay.
Yesterday market tapped continuously on to that balanced price range. If you go back in our community, we have posted that we are looking for long opportunity yesterday, and all of a sudden we have changed to short opportunity today. Those who are thinking in that perspective, no, we have planned this trade on Sunday and we are just executing our plans as and when the market is playing out.
Of course, you can't second guess the market. You haven't got a crystal ball. You just have to go with the flow.
Exactly. So at this moment you can clearly see that market is not able to sustain to the breakout. Last week we have discussed that whenever there is a breakout is happening, we should have a retest on it. So discussing on this particular entry, we have got at smallest risk. So if you look at this area, this was the 50% of the sell side imbalance, and my entry was here. You can look at the price 338433.
Let me make it a little bit bigger for. You want to look at it on here?
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do? Press.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So people will be able to see the entry price, right?
Okay.
Which is around 3342 levels on the spot. It is like this is the area. So if you look at the entry point, which is 3384.
Yeah, we can see that on the position screen, people.
So 338483, and that is right after the opening of this candle. So why at 10 o'clock? So every time, how do I trade and how do I analyze the market? Every new 4-hour candle will be giving you an opportunity to, enter the position. If you're wrong, even you can get down at the market with the smallest wins sometimes.
Okay.
So on 10 o'clock candle, this candle has pushed downside. So there is a tricky thing which market makers does, or those who are looking at the charts on a future charts. It is like you have another. Let me put you on a 4-hour chart. We have, let's say, 1 hour 18 minutes to close for this particular candle.
Okay.
And on futures, if you look at it, this is 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Okay.
Usually, if you get the overlapping time, which is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., that is the highest possible entry points, where even if you are wrong, you can get out from the market, which is like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yep.
And 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm talking about with respect to BST. So those who are in different location, make sure that you guys understand the difference between the charts and the future opening hours of 4 hours. So that will help you in terms of, if you are in the right position, you can ride the entire rally with respect to the whole 4 hours. If you are in a wrong position, you will even get some good exit points, but you have to have the adaptability to exit the position even if you are wrong.
Yep.
That
makes sense.
That's it. So that's the reason for this entry, specifically looking at the order flow. Now we are below the value area. So while I was looking at the charts on the London opening, I have posted a closing position. If you can go back to the closed positions today, if you go back to the history.
Yeah, let me put this up here first. Okay, cool.
Sorry. Yeah, this is the entry point which we have got, right? You go back to the history.
Yeah, move this over so you can get it a bit closer to you.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You can just keep it here. So what I'll do it from my phone. Is it moving? No.
No, it won't move because it's on my phone.
Sorry. My bad. Yeah, then I'll keep it. Is that okay now?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let me just go to the history, and this is the tab, right? Today. Yeah. So this position we have exited by seeing.
So that's the bottom position.
No, this one we did it for the Asia session.
Okay.
Combined with the London opening.
And we're talking about the gold one.
No, we did the dollar index trade.
Okay.
So basically, when short on BTC.
Yep.
USD JPY.
Right.
When long on USD JPY.
Okay.
200 when long on it. German 40 when long on it. Book losses, because most of the people always say that why we are showing only profits.
Yeah.
Because we do book losses as well.
Yep.
Right?
Well, give me a trading account, I'll show you all the losses. You'll only see losses.
Okay, no problem. That's fine.
If they want to see losses, they've come to the right place. Okay. I'm going to do live trading next week.
That particular exit was this particular candle on 8:30. I remember. There we got a seller's trap.
Okay.
You can check exactly at 8:30 we have got a seller's trap, wherein the aggressive selling didn't work out. So that was the move which I was expecting on the lower time frame, but that didn't happen, and exited that position. After 1 hour 30 minutes, the entire move was not aggressive.
No.
With respect to low volume, so entered back into that same view when we got a low risk entry.
Okay.
So that's what happening at the moment. Okay. So now we have made this as a break even or target. So where I'm looking for this target, back to this balanced price range.
Okay.
So the value which you were asking.
That's quite a substantial move, right?
Yeah.
What time frame is that you've got it on there?
This is 15 minutes.
That's a 15-minute chart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the value which I'm looking for 15 minutes is taking out these two liquidities.
Okay.
Because people who went long on yesterday might have kept their stop losses below this.
Okay.
Usually
makes sense.
major people. So I'm just targeting that liquidity for now. If the market is able to retrace it, because what I've seen with respect to gold. Okay, let's go back in time. So
Let me get a bigger screen up.
Yeah.
1 second. There we go.
Before this whole rally which we were talking about, from January to March, right? It gave a look at this breakout. Are able to see the same screen?
Hang on. I'm just replying to some comments here. People are saying that they want to see me trade live, and I'm just saying that you probably don't. So, mind you, it could be a good what I think. If I trade live, right, and then people could copy me, but they could just do exactly the opposite of what I do.
Okay,
I can make them rich.
An experiment. What is your favorite asset? Don't tell me Russell 200.
Yeah, the Russell 200. How did you guess? They named it after me, Sinu.
Really? Let me go to the platform and see. Okay, let's take Russell 200.
Yeah, no, come on, let's do the Russell 200.
Okay. So let's do a.
But it's not going to really be. It's not going to be a lot of movements right now, is there? So
let's see. But
can we do a demo trade on there?
Yeah.
Let's. Okay.
So people want you to trade, right?
Let's choose an asset that's a bit more aggressive, right?
Okay. Which is your favorite?
I suppose that if you're going to go for an aggressive asset, it's going to be NAS, right?
Nasdaq. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to NAS.
Okay, in all my wisdom, it's going to go up. I mean, look at it, right?
Okay.
Zoom out a bit. Zoom out a bit. Come on. I'll take this seriously.
All right. Let me close all of these things. You want the NAS to go up,
right? So people out there on the streams, I'm going to need a bit of advice here. So if this is the NAS, and I've been held at gunpoint to make a
live trade.
Make a live trade, and my reputation is on the line. So if you want to help me out, please, this is the time to save me. This is the time to save me. What do you guys think I should do? Is it a buy or is it a sell?
Okay, all right. So, in my opinion, when I have a look at...
You can't tell me though.
No, it's my opinion, right?
Okay, but then I'll just copy what you said, right?
Okay.
No, let me have a look.
So, on the last 20 days movement, we had a good push.
Okay.
And...
scroll out so I can see if there's anything to the left.
Okay. So, this is 20 days period.
So 20 days?
Yeah.
I live in the moment.
Okay.
I want to see the 10-second chart.
I'll come back to that.
I want to see the 10-second chart.
Okay, all right, no problem. So let's come back to the weekly basis. Weekly, it has been taken out the 50% of the entire move.
Okay.
And then moving back to the imbalance which has caused this entire rally. On a daily basis, we are at a balanced price range. So this was a sell side imbalance. I'm just making this as a balanced price range because now the buyers are even able to push it. Okay. So if you want to go with low probable and a low risk entry,
yep,
what you can do is you can enter this trade. Okay. And you want to enter into Nasdaq, right? Enter this trade.
Hang on, let me put this position screen up.
Yeah.
So they can see what you're doing.
And keep a stop loss right above the zone.
Okay.
Which is 23,556.
And I'm doing this, people, all without the use of my hands. So I'm almost like this is basically the Sinu puppet show.
Okay, so what you have done is basically you are trading with respect to against the trend, which is the lower time frame, but you are with respect to the longer time frame on a daily basis.
Yep.
But if you are looking at the overall move, so this is the whole move, right?
Yep.
Which is the trend.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know that notice that that's an uptrend, right?
On this uptrend, when the uptrend is fading, so you can see that there is a fading happening.
Yes.
We are trying to capture that reversal.
Okay.
When you are trading contradiction to the trend, usually we get low risk entry points, but that's a low probability as well.
Right.
So that's what we did. We can even enter right after here and keep a stop loss because we are near to the stop loss area.
Yeah.
If you're wrong, you can get out of the market immediately.
Okay.
So this is how I think, getting in terms of a trade in a probabilistic way.
Okay.
So we have entered into that trade, keeping a stop loss on a large volatile.
So this is the trade that I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's your trade.
Yeah, that's my trade.
Your trade.
Yeah, you saw it here, people. What I done was I actually telepathically told him what I wanted to do, and now I can share half of the demo money with you.
No, if it is going in your direction, you want to go long, right? Then you are right.
Yeah.
If it is not going in your direction, then that's my trade.
Right.
Okay. So who's going to win?
I've got to back myself, right?
Okay, all right, no problem. That's completely fine. So looking at the charts on gold, there is a position which is running. Yes, we can see another kind of seller's trap.
Thanks for the follows, people.
Let me know if you have any questions, any clarifications. We will deep dive into it.
Yeah,
I also want to discuss.
Quiet today. They are.
Yeah. I want to discuss on. We have hired a trader. We are going to sign the contract by today, 3:30 p.m.
Another trader for the copy trading platform.
No, we have hired a trader from India.
Okay.
Who done really good on our E2T prop.
Okay.
So the contract for his 12-month, consecutive period.
Oh, so we're going to give him sponsorship too?
Not yet. So he is getting into a 12-month contract initially.
Okay.
Having 100K in capital.
Right.
And then trading with the 20% profit split. But
do I get that 20%?
No.
Are you sure?
Not you. But he'll get a basic salary as well.
Well, I had to try, people.
So we have hired the first trader from India. So that is going to be, updated as soon as possible.
I was 4 pence in profit. I think you should give me a job.
No. We have stop loss anyways. But
look, I'm effectively well, actually, I'm not in profit now. But
Okay. Let's see. So we will discuss that about E2T prop. We have a couple of questions people have asked on copy trading. Also we have why this DXY narrative looking for long, where the market is fading and not able to provide. Also I would like to take you through
here we go. We have our first actual comment. Right, I actually caught this sell from the top, but took out because I went to sleep. Well done, D. Oh, it's D. Actually, you have been on the stream before, so hello, D. Was you was gonna mess? I can't. Were you the? I'm sure that you're the one that's looking to join our scholarship team, but you're not quite 18 yet. Is that right, or am I wrong?
Somebody is saying that actually I caught the cells from the top.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
that's the same.
Yeah,
person?
That's the guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's quite young. I think he's under. I think he's 17.
Oh really?
He's back in. Yeah, because you went on holiday. Where did you go on holiday, D? We're all on the edge of our seats, wanting to know. Oh no, sorry, he is back. He'll be back in the country very soon.
Okay.
I really need to sort out this screen being like 5 miles away. So, if anyone knows if there's a way to make the comments larger on TikTok Studio, that would be great. Either that or I'm probably going to need to go and get some glasses at some point.
Okay.
Someone's asking are we using footprint? And yes, you do.
Yes, yeah.
We was here yesterday with Enzo. Enzo doesn't use the footprint chart, but Sinu does use the footprint. So yeah. So that's that question asked. We kind of
So
went into
I kind of use for the confluences part. So basically, I do my chartings on a plain chart,
yeah.
and then look for the confluences. So looking at this area, so basically let's go back into gold as well. So this is the area where reactions are happening, right, with respect to this particular channel, and we have got a balanced price range at this area. So we have ended here and done that trade to a SL to break even. Now even if it goes wrong completely, we are not going to lose anything.
Okay.
So that's the confidence when we are trading on a even front of the people, right?
Yeah.
So because if we have that emotion of whether I'm going to be right or wrong, end of the day, ultimate goal is to not being right or wrong. Ultimate goal is to make money.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to double that account
let's see.
to 2 million.
Yeah.
And then will you buy me a demo Ferrari?
Yeah.
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 Is that a promise?
No, that's fine.
So news live in for you guys. He went to Italy, his home country. Oh, sorry, and his home country, Maldiva. So he got 2 for the price of 1. So if anyone is traveling to Moldova now, D might put you up. So why don't you get in touch with D and it could be a free holiday for you guys. What do you think about that, D? Would you put up all of our followers here?
Yeah, sure.
He's probably going to leave the
so
chat
the question,
now, isn't he?
the question someone asked about the footprint chart, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
What I'm looking for at this moment, so history anyone can discuss, but at this point in time, what I'm looking for, either the balance price range is taken out by the buyers, showing their strength, or the sellers are able to push the price below this level. So if you look closely on the each 15 minutes charts, you can see that we have 1k plus orders, 2k plus orders, 3k plus 1.5k, 1.1k, 1.36.
Yeah.
Now the average volume on last 1 hour is every 15 minutes we have somewhere close to 1.5 to 2k, right?
Yeah.
But the delta is negative. Still the price is consolidating. We have seen multiple times sellers are getting trapped even at the lower time frame. If you go back in time and check, this is another 5 minute seller's trap. I hope I'm right. Let me just go back. Yeah, look at this. We have sellers are trying to push the price up, but the buyers are still, we have a delta divergence.
Yeah.
And POC is on the wick below the value area. Now the buyers are pushing again upside.
Okay.
We have a POC here. That's the overall sentiment. If the market is pushing beyond this level, any candle closure above this POC, then we are out from this position.
Okay. So someone's asking, how do you read the footprint chart? That is a very good question, and I think it's probably going to be out of the remit of this kind of stream, because it can get quite technical. But if we used to break it down really simply, it just shows the volume of buys and sells at certain price points of the candle.
Okay.
And then with that information, you can determine. Why don't you zoom in, like really zoom in, so they can see, and then you can point out which ones are the buys and which ones are the sells. So you can see at each price point, going even further. There you go. Right. So you can see at each price point, these are the volumes of the contracts of the buys and sells. Obviously, at the moment, New York session hasn't opened, so this is quite low volume. But when New York opens, this will kick in quite
because why we have done the sessions at 12:30? In my opinion, preparing after the London session and preparing for the New York, this is the ideal time for us to discuss so many things if people ask questions.
Yeah.
Because when we are actually on the invite session, it will be, we don't get even a really time to discuss.
Yeah.
Who would have been happened?
2:30.
Yeah,
2:30 New York Open.
Yeah.
That's where we are now. So yeah.
So someone who is asking about the footprint chart, it's very pretty simple. If you look at this particular candle on plain simple charts, you can see that most of the people would say that the bulls are pushing the price towards upside.
Yeah.
Right here. But if you go back in footprint charts, you can see that okay, on that particular moment we had around 1k plus orders in, and only we have 115 is the actual push which is happening.
Yep.
But rest of the orders, if you look at the most orders, we have 88 orders on the top, wherein 52 sellers also there. So it's not exactly a strong bullish candle.
Okay.
But after a POC on the wick, which is the sellers are getting trapped. You can see that even we don't have any buyers here.
Yep.
But the price pushed upside.
Okay.
Which means like these areas, people are trying to sell.
Yeah.
To the downside.
Yeah.
And the institutions are sitting with a large quantity.
Yep. So there's absorption.
Absorption is happening. Yeah.
So okay, so I actually can jump in now because I actually know this is like the only thing I know about trading.
Okay,
right?
go on.
So what he's trying to say is institutes, they need liquidity to move large orders, because if they try to sell all their orders in one go, their volume in one go, A, there isn't enough there to do that anyway, and B, that they'd get so much slippage that they'd get awful prices. They drive the price up too much. So what they do is they put these large limit orders in, but they do it in a stealthy way. They don't put them all in the book, because if you saw them there, you wouldn't trade against it. What they do is it's what they call iceberg orders. They put the orders in, and as they get filled, they'll have people. Is it manually? Do they have people manually putting it in, or is it automated, do you think?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, whether it's manual or automated, as that is brought up, more orders will come in, and that is why the price is not moving below that level, because it's just getting absorbed by those large limit orders that just keep materializing from nowhere. This is what footprint is really good for, because obviously once all of that selling pressure in this case is exhausted, what do you think is going to happen? What will happen, Sinu?
When the selling pressure is exhausted, market would move upside, irrespective of even the buyers' slight pushes happening. See, because in my opinion, let's say for example, it's not only the selling pressure is gone, people who have went on shorting the market, let's assume, okay, somebody was asking, do you trade BTC? Yes, I do. I'll come back to the BTC.
Someone's
I think if you're not there in the community, please click on the link in description and the stream wherever you are.
Yeah, we should
join to the community.
So guys, we have a free Telegram group for you to join. It's a great community. So after this, or whenever you feel like it, feel free to go into our bio and the link will be there. Like I said, it's free. No one's going to try and sell you anything. It's just, we are here for you, to give you some free advice and hopefully, get you into trading a little bit more, give you some trade ideas. Who knows, one day you could be a great trader and you could be coming here and we could be giving you
just
job
a correction
as well.
to
and
what
I
Russell
could be getting
has said.
20% off what they make. That's the deal, right?
Yeah, that's the deal.
That's the deal.
So one correction is, we are not giving any trade ideas. I'm just sharing the way we are looking at the market.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might have to do your own analysis before, even if it says AI or any person is saying to you, you have to buy or sell, you should not do that in trading. With my experience, what you have to do is you have to do your own analysis, and if you are able to be on that analysis, if it is helping you, then you go with that entry. Okay, because in the long run, that's what going to help you, right? So coming back to that order flow which we have discussed, let's say
Tom, hello, how are you?
Yep.
Good, how are you?
look at that. Even we have seen that buyers are able to push. We are expecting another. We have 10 more minutes for this candle to close, and by that, you know 1:15 we'll be able to see the real color of this particular candle. Okay. And the most advantage by looking at the candlestick pattern and looking at order flow, initially it's gonna confuse people to get used to
Well, I
whether the
think
buyers
I
are.
mean, with respect to order flow, it's good to learn all the other basics first, and then when you come to an area of interest, then you would use order flow to really refine your entries and maybe even eliminate some of those, I'll just take a punt situations, right?
Yeah, but what is my experience is that, okay, if you look at this candle is telling you that, okay, 1.136k orders have been there, and delta is 115.
One sec, I will answer that question in a second.
Another thing is, like, we have around 600k orders are there, still the sellers are pushing. How do you make a judgment whether I should enter, go long or short at this moment? We're not talking about anything. So this was a confusion for me when I was looking at the order flow charts in the initial stage. And then later I have started using only for confluences at these areas. Let's assume this is an important zone, right? We have either the buyers can push towards upside, or the sellers can dump the price below this technical level, which is looking at the channel. If I get an anomaly in the price, let's say a great push is happening, but the market is not able to go down,
it's absorbing those orders.
Then I try to make the decisions accordingly.
So I mean, that's a great way to use. So that's absorption, but there's also another thing called exhaustion as well, isn't there? Which is like, when you're looking at divergences, you look for the other kind of divergence. So maybe you call it something else, or do you know what I'm talking about when I say exhaustion?
Yes,
when there's not a lot of market participants. So why don't you explain a little bit about exhaustion for the viewers at home?
So for as per my understanding, I'm not keen into the order flow, but what I understand is, let's say if the market is trying to push upside, where there is no buyers, where buyers are trying to push upside, but buyers are getting trapped above the value area. If that is happening, then the market is going to dump.
Because like with exhaustion, different from exhaustion, it just means there isn't a lot of participation at that point. So when people do put orders, so if you see low volume, obviously move the market quicker, because there's not a lot of volume there to actually soak up those orders.
Okay, understood.
It's probably, there's a lot of so what I've read is there's a lot of, some people say you should leave it well alone, other people say no, it's actually a good trading technique when used at the right time. I mean, obviously everyone agrees with absorption, that's standard, but there's definitely a lot of, like, I've seen a lot of for and against using exhaustion. So but it's not something that you would use.
I'm not sure, because I'll go back and check what is exactly that means. I'll understand in my perspective. And try to explain.
I mean,
in the next live session.
I mean, look, this is the thing with trading. There's every terminology has 1,000. What I've learned is you can keep learning from different people, different things. It all fundamentally boils down to the same techniques. It's just people have different names for them and different tiny little nuances for them. So but we're all looking at the same chart.
Ultimate success is, what I believe is that it's not about the strategy, right?
No,
it has to be attached with respect to the trading psychology you have got.
Thanks for answering that question, Kazan. I mean, that's really handy as well. So, but maybe next time you could come down here and actually host the stream as well, because look, he's got all the answers.
No, that's true. Like for Asia and the BST, when you're in BST, it opens at let's say 4 or 30 minutes difference. But usually the volatility kicks in from 12 to 5.
There's also some quite good moves on with BTC during Asia as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
see,
Do you think that's because of the low volume, or
no, it's not
or
about
do you just
the low
think
volume.
that they?
So, say for example, I have a tool which is for me to differentiate between the session timings. So this is how I go into this session. So okay, for Asia I watch from 12 a.m.
Yep.
to 5 a.m.
Yep.
That window gives you a a sample set of how Asia has played out. And then for London I used to watch for 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah.
because post 10 a.m. it's mostly the low volume.
Yeah.
And the preparation for the NY. For the New York AM session, it's around 1:30 a.m. 1:30 p.m. Sorry.
No, there's a good question here. Carry on.
Yeah. 1:30 p.m. to 4:30.
Yeah.
And post lunch, it's 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
So that's the 4 sessions I use for differentiating between the liquidity parameters.
So great question here coming from the red channel, as we can't name certain channels due to TikTok compliance. Obviously we can name TikTok. He asks, do you use any fundamentals? It's funny you should ask that, because behind us right now we have scholarship students and they are solely trading with fundamentals. Isn't that right, Tom?
Affirmative.
Okay, so what I reckon now, come on, let's flip the script a bit. Tom, it's your turn to host the stream. Come on. So not only do they use fundamentals, they also are now hosting the stream. So I'm out, and I'll give him 5 minutes, and you can tell me how you think he does and whether he deserves to stay on the fundamental course for his hosting skills, or whether we should evict him from the building. Come on, Tom.
It's me. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, people.
You can teach him something.
Yeah, Dharmesh is the one who is.
Go on, Tom,
so
you
how
can
do
do
you
this.
how do you trade on fundamentals, mate?
So basically, what we do is, we get the data.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the past 6 data points, and we put them in a calculator built in house.
Okay.
So we first put in the actual, and then previous actuals, and then previous forecasts.
Okay.
And then we put in the upcoming forecast, and that gives us what we roughly should look out for.
Okay.
If it's above it, we will trade it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's below it, we will still trade it. If
Okay.
it's in between, we will not trade it.
Okay. So which means let's go back in time and see what is the major news you have traded recently.
Most recent major news. What was the most recent major news we got, Josh?
Did you trade it on Powell's speech?
No, I did not. That would have been a major, but I personally did not do that. No.
Okay. Did you do any the PMI?
Manufacturing PMI, yes, we did.
Yeah. Okay. So for example, for viewers' response, so you look for all the forecast numbers,
Yes, we do.
right? And you will go back in time and check what it has done previously.
Yes.
When it was at forecasted for 50.42, and actually it on that day, on that second, that it has beaten the numbers,
Yes.
which is 55.
Yes, then we
So
would have
you went
traded
long.
according to that. Yeah, we would
You
have
went
longed,
long for
longed USD,
Okay.
and then shorted other assets that we researched, like JP or let me think. Other currencies, I can't think on the top of my head, but you would have probably traded USD, JPY, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
All right. No worries. I'll take it forward from here. So guys, so as he was mentioning, he used to watch for this news on our trading floor. You might have heard the news events are popping up every time. So on that exact second, we do use the buttons called as a risk on, risk off, was a setting up for that particular thing, and then they just press the button at that the exact moment. What is Anthony is asking, what is the question? What is the scholarship effectively is outside, who are outside the UK? So for the ones who want to prove your skill, you can directly start off with E2T prop, and you can pause all those 5 stages. The link is in the description on the YouTube which you are watching. But at the same time, you can go back and see on the free trial, explore the platform, and then if you're consistent enough, you can even get a full-time employment from the E2T. At the same time, if you are long enough for a, for a 12 months consecutive, even still you can move to UK and get a full-time employment. So please ping me on Telegram or WhatsApp for more details. I'll get back to you on Anthony.
Oh, this is a good question, actually.
What's that?
He did a decent move on Powell's speech. Is there a way to include both fundamentals and technicals to get a bias? That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That you're asking that. We are about to do a podcast soon, literally on this. So look, you've heard it from me first. If I put it out there, we have to do it. So at this place, we're building, as you know, a lot of algos. We're getting quite deep into algo development and the quant space.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to probably do a podcast soon on quants and how to not trade fully with algos, but mixture of human and algo sort of like trading skills, because it's quite sort of like expensive to sort of like develop a workable fundamental quant, but it's not so expensive to mix sort of like human attributes and that to do executions. So that is
so answering
that's something's
this
coming
question,
up.
yes, we can do mix with fundamentals and
Of
technicals.
course, yeah.
Let's say, for example, if we are looking at the Powell speech, for example, most of the people sentiment before the Powell speech on, you can see the risk on risk of assets, right? Before that, gold was staying at a risk on, and then all of a sudden that moved the entire sentiment when he said that there could be a rate cut, which is happening in the September. That's becomes most of problem for the DXY. And the DXY got dumped. At the same time, BTC even got dumped. No, BTC pushed upside. Nasdaq pushed upside. USD JPY DXY got dumped, and GBP USD pushed upside, Euro USD pushed upside, gold pushed upside. But in my opinion, the whole move was manipulative. Okay.
So I think so the way I see it is like these charts and stuff, they have levels, like you say. So levels where big institutes will have limit orders and stuff like that. 1 second. Now, what sometimes happens is that they can use news events, and what would happen is that they would move to these levels. They would just do it in a quicker fashion. So fundamentals, yes, they can be very useful in trading to key levels, and they can move a lot quicker. But also as well. So I don't know if you use single prints and stuff like that. I suppose you call them fair value gaps, right? So these news events, they create these fair value gaps, right? Because they're moving, and a lot of people like to say that these fair value gaps should get filled. So technically, when you're doing that, you kind of are using fundamentals, aren't you? Because the fundamentals, they are those candles that go zhush, a lot of people now are using what are called single prints. So that's when it's like on a TPO chart. So it's when price only moves through that point once, like when you look at a TPO chart, and then that creates these pockets of like single prints. So it's only been there at one time. So then price would look to come back to that area and fill that. That essentially is exactly the same as using fundamentals.
Adding one more point to his question, is it possible to combine both technical and fundamental?
Well,
The
that is,
most,
isn't it? Yeah.
but the most thing what retail traders miss is the common sense. Okay, look at this particular chart on after the AMD. If you know a little bit of fundamentals, then you know that accumulation and manipulation and distribution, right?
Yeah.
So this is before Powell's speech. This is how the market was looking.
Yeah.
Okay, and on that particular move, it has already moved. Many of the big players didn't got a chance for shorting at the right level, and they were waiting for this imbalances to fill, and this is what happened. After the Powell's move, the market pushed upside heavily and given opportunity for all the institutional players to go short again,
Yeah.
and right after the very moment, and then it dumped all the way down.
Cool.
But we did got an entry at over the weekend. We posted that, okay, right after we understood the fact that, okay, this is dumping below downside, this was the target which we have kept inside that trade, and we captured this whole rally.
Yeah.
So the common sense is like, the market, and what I've seen with respect to chart, it will give multiple times an opportunity for an entry
Yeah.
before it moves into a large position. Okay, so that's the whole logic, which I want to use it for the gold as well, because what I have seen with respect to chart, if before it moves a further rally, okay, we missed that entry, I think it is time for us to book some profit, because we missed that rally. Let me just get back to this, guys. Okay, this is back into this sell side imbalance.
Well, I'm appreciating the comments from the trolls. So well done, mate. Like, I hope you feel very happy for that comment. Probably just gonna block you.
What's happened?
Just a knob end.
There's a lot of knob ends. The TikTok mate.
All right. So look at that. This is a struggle area where I have to be very careful where the market is able to close above this level, and at 2 o'clock this candle is going to close with respect to spot charts. If the market is pushing now, it could really push above this level and close at a bullish. That's what bulls are trying to do. And looking at the 4-hour time frame on the COMEX, I think it's worth closing that position, and we'll see after some time, because I've closed that position because we said that if the price is able to sustain this level, which I think the solid push is happening.
Yep.
And we covered this short, and we don't want to waited for long time for the price to dump downside. But even though, so this is the zone which I'm expecting sellers and buyers to play around. If the market wants to push upside, looking at gold or this symmetrical triangle, it has to come back and take this liquidity out, and then this is the zone I'll be more interested in, which is 3350 to 3344.
Okay.
Inside this zone, if we get a good seller's trap, then we could see gold pushing higher towards 3500 levels.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so Bloods. Okay, I think that's what it is. Yeah, so this is more of like sort of like a nice and chilled approach to kind of like questions and answers and stuff like that. There is a stream. We are doing another one at 2:30 when the actual market opens as well, and that will be done by Jerry, and that is a non-interactive version. So feel free to come back for that one as well. And he, yeah, he definitely knows. Jerry's definitely knowledgeable, isn't he? Yeah. So he's full of information. He does most of our webinars as well.
Most of the statistical approach as well.
Yeah.
What I liked about, he goes back in time and checks what has happened before the crash.
Yeah.
Okay, the cycles which has happened in crypto.
Yeah.
So I was attending last week, if I remember, the session with Jerry, and he was talking about what has happened in the last 10 years in August month with respect to crypto.
Right.
Only, I think, 4 or 5 times out of 25 years.
Yeah.
Not 25 years. From, if I believe, if I'm correct, let's say it was from 2000, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All these August months, how market have closed.
Yeah.
Only 4 to 5 times market has closed red.
Yeah. Okay.
With respect to BTC.
Interesting.
Okay. So he does those statistical approach as well. So please do watch that session and gain as much as knowledge possible. Okay. So for me, I'm looking at, before we conclude the session, these are all the levels I'm
we've actually got a great comment here from MSN.
Okay.
So he's saying these guys are my liquidity.
Okay.
Which is quite funny, really. So why don't you explain that a bit more to us,
No,
MSN?
Leave that,
because he obviously doesn't understand that
that's
only 5%. Retail traders are only 5% of the market.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in the in the sort of like still in the place where he thinks that he's actually taking our money if he wins a trade, but unfortunately you're not, mate. It's you're against the big boys. So yeah, because we are, as retail only 5% of the market.
So okay, let's go back and check all the assets one by one. Starting with the BTC, this is the zone I'm looking for making another directional move. If the market is not able to sustain this level, so if somebody is watching at BTC, you might know that the earlier push which has happened is from 109 200 levels. To be precise, market has went back and tapped into that, the AMD, which is at this level. Let me go back and change this one. Okay, the previous AMD, the entire rally which has happened from 109 to 109 200, that's the breakout which has rallied, the earlier point which we discussed about the spring, which is getting compressed, right? So we are back into that level, okay, which is a 20-day and 40-day highs. If the market is not able to sustain these levels, then we could see another POI which is below 105 370 levels. That's the 50% of whole structural move.
Yeah,
that's what I'm expecting from here. Okay, with respect to BTC, that's the first comment on BTC. With respect to gold, I'll be adaptable to change the bias within this zone. If the market is able to sustain this level, which is 3440 on futures, then I'm looking for long opportunities, because we have got a good retest and then pushing upside. But on the other hand, I'm looking for sellers to get trapped much more deeper for a large move like that. If you go back in time, this is what happened with respect to gold. When it had given a large move, it has also given a sharp sell-off. After the breakout, it has given the sharp sell-off and then consolidated, then started moving higher. Okay, so that's the similar move I'm expecting with respect to gold as well. With respect to Nasdaq, look at that entry. We got a lowest risk possible in this zone, which is the balanced price range. So if the market is not able to sustain for the opening rotation could be taking out all these liquidities on the upside and tapping back into this order block, which has caused this entire move. I would be happy to enter short Nasdaq again from this levels, because this is above the 50% of the structure where we can go wrong and exit the position. But if we are right, we can even try to capture 1:5 or 1:8 RR with respect to Nasdaq. Okay, that's the trade which I'm looking in. And looking at DXY, if you go back and check the dollar index as well, okay, the dollar index, even if I get a sample sell off and then push towards upside, I'm expecting this overall consolidation and manipulation. So what I look for is basically the same thing which you might have seen on the charts. I look for the consolidation and the manipulation. After the manipulation, if the market is able to give the directional move at least towards a 50% of the spike on the dollar index is what I'm looking forward.
So Nick says here there's a 4-hour fair value gap below, and he's not too sure on a short. What would you say about that?
On which candle, Nick? Are you talking about which asset?
I think he's probably looking at the same one we are now, right?
Yeah, I think he was about to say about Nasdaq.
Oh, okay. Oh, you've been slipping through them, have you?
Yeah. On the Nick was saying, okay. So this 4-hour imbalance, you're talking about the buy side FEG?
Is this Nasdaq?
It is Nasdaq. So he's talking about inside the whole. So I'm talking about the weekly. Okay, not weekly. So the daily imbalance. So the daily imbalance which has happened on a 4 hours, you can see that, okay, this is the sell side imbalance. Yeah, that's why I call it this whole area as a balanced price range. You can see that the buyers have pushed upside. You are talking about this 4 hours, I guess. Within the balanced price range, we have so imagine if buyers are not able to hold on with respect to this 4 hours, the sellers comes aggressively. So this whole range I'm considering as a balanced price range rather than going into the smaller time frame. But if the market is giving me an opportunity to go short below this range 23,434, then I'll be looking for shorting Nasdaq, keeping the same SL and the target of 1,000 points moves, which is 22,695, and that is the balanced price range for the weekly time frame, Nick. So that's what I'm looking for.
So
as I said,
you got someone here on another channel that's saying they're in a loss of $45,000 in gold. Can anyone help?
Okay, the first thing first, Rakesh, I'm not sure how long you are trading the markets. I'm really sorry for the losses what you have done. It should be based on the highest risk if you have lost 45k, because if you have lost 45k,
I think you probably need to
take a break first
do
thing.
some risk management.
Yeah, the first thing is take a break and reanalyze what you have done. Go back to your PNL on the brokers portal and check what are the mistakes you have done. Write it down one by one, because without doing that you're not going to improve your trading. Do not go to any other channels, even including us, and try to trade on that, because always you remember that loss will be on your head. If you really want to succeed in the market, you want to get rid of that big loss. Go back and see your broker portal, write down what are the mistakes you have done, and then come up with an actionable plan how to mitigate that loss, because otherwise you will end up making bigger mistakes than what you have done so far. So Nick, I think we have discussed about your question as well. Coming back to DXY, yes, I'm looking for the dollar strengthening narrative. With respect to that, yeah, on a cable, this is the whole external 50% structure. If the market is, providing this, you can call it double top or a triple top and a head and shoulder pattern or anything. But see, everywhere I can see a correlation between dollar strengthening narrative. So that's the whole point, right? It's not only on Nasdaq, it's not only on BTC, it's not only on gold, but I could be completely go wrong on that particular narrative. But as long as the market is saying that which is within the limits, then I'm going to play around that dollar strengthening narrative for the whole quarter, which is going to end for July, August, and September.
So Philia Paddy is saying that it's not about improving your trading. If you're risking enough to lose 45k, what are you doing? I mean, that's a good comment, right?
No,
I mean,
because still people do make costly mistakes,
but it's relative. You don't know what he's trading. Like maybe he's trading £1 million a trade and 45.
No, we are not sure if that particular trader has 45k million in his account and lost 45 grand,
like your one.
Or no,
like your £1 million
borrowed. I have seen people borrowing money to trade.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
It's not only bad, it won't give you that state of mindset where you can think from a probabilistic perspective rather than think from whether being a right or wrong. That is the first mistake as a trader you're doing to yourself. For the long run, right?
Yeah. So another question here: do we teach trading? Yes, we are a fully functional trading floor in Bromley. So that's what you can see going on behind us. So yeah, we do teach trading. We have some great instructors here. Chris is our main instructor. He's been trading for like 20 years. He used to run a commodities company. So and he is great with fundamentals and technicals. So feel free to DM us and we can put you in touch with the team who can discuss that journey for you.
Yeah, please do join to the community.
Also, you can just join our free Telegram group. The link is in the bio, and you can sort of get all the information from there to kind of help you out.
Okay, last point.
Oh look, this person actually lives near Bromley. Okay, well listen, so we are Educate to Trade. Like I said, it depends on what you want to learn, so it's a bit difficult to tell you how much it costs over this live, but yeah, feel free to DM us and we will get someone to reach out to you, because it's actually depending on your situation, because we have a lot of different programs. We do sponsorship programs, we do internship programs, we do sponsorship programs.
Somebody wants to see came to see the gold analysis. Okay, gold, I'm just repeating the fact that every big move, like a massive towards 3,500 levels, if it is, that's the plan for the big institutions. I'm expecting the price to push down all the way to a 50% of the whole the structure. When I talk about 50% structure, I'm not talking about what has happened already in this week. I'm talking about what has happened till last week. So if you take from the lowest to highest point of the structure, which is the 50% is here, which is 3349 levels, which is untapped so far. Okay, so even Monday didn't happened in that way. If you go back in time in the channel, you will be able to see that particular video which we have posted. So this is left for gold, and if the buyers are not able to sustain this key level on NY open, I think today we might see a sharp sell-off. But at the same time, you can take a confluence in DAX, or you can even take confluence in UK 100, because what I've seen with respect to previous charts, a flip in UK 100 and DAX, which is exactly trading opposite to gold.
Okay.
So do watch FTSE, which is UK 100, and gold together, so that you can take a confluences. You get a good push on UK 100, where the dump is happening on gold, and
Yeah.
opposite will happen on when the gold is pushing upside,
Yeah.
and the DAX is pushing downside. So let's see if it is happening, and I'll keep posting my updates on the community if I get a clear A plus setups on the accounts.
Nick's thinking about catching a short and enter on the equilibrium of
Yeah,
this
okay,
quick
so-
drop.
So Nick was saying Nasdaq for
I don't know
I'm
whether
not-
he's talking about
no,
Nasdaq
yeah,
still, or whether he's talking
he
about
is talking
gold.
about
He's a Nasdaq man, is he?
yeah, I think so. He was talking about this particular move on imbalances, and the closure of recent for a candle is above that buy side imbalance. But I think this whole area, for a clarification, it's worth waiting, and then enter towards the direction. I'm still not looking for long Nasdaq, because looking at Nasdaq and BTC, still the market has left its target. Last but not least, let's see. Yeah, Bank Nifty. Okay, you don't trade on Bank Nifty, right?
No.
So
Why don't you explain to the people out there what that actually is?
so the Bank Nifty is an Indian asset which consists of 30 banking stocks.
Okay.
It moves similar to Nasdaq or
Okay.
FTSE or German 30.
Is it as volatile as well?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
volatile as crazy as
Oh, really? Interesting.
S&P 500, I would say, because I started my trades in Bank Nifty.
Okay.
So I go back in time and check these charts first. So it has already met with a target of 54,450, which was a long target. I still believe that it has room for it. So
Yeah.
usually what Bank Nifty does, quite opposite to sometimes to the gold charts.
Right.
Okay, when the gold prices goes up, Bank Nifty comes down.
Okay.
So let's see if it is happening this time as well. And
Unless there's a margin call.
yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. That's it from my end. I'm feeling exhausted for the day.
Yeah.
because it's a
We're
long discussion.
dealing with all the trolls.
Not trolls. I hope you have
No, not
enjoyed
you guys.
and got some
I've
good values.
banned the
from it.
trolls. There's some very strange people out there in the realm of TikTok.
No, let me just quickly check if I have some other questions in the YouTube as well, because I'm missing one.
Yeah, we was a bit unprepared today. We didn't put the other YouTube channel up, did we? Can't you just? Oh no, you can't go in there.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much, and wish you nothing less than success ahead. Keep on grinding with respect to your mistakes. I'm sure you will come out with much bigger and better with all the supports which we provide in terms of trading psychology sessions,
Yep.
especially with Enzo.
Especially
When
don't lose 45.
Enzo is doing live trade, please do disturb him with respect lot of questions with regards to trading psychology,
Yep,
because that's what I want to suggest with anyone who's watching Enzo's live session.
yep. That's
If
on
you-
Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesdays, and rest of every session. I'm not sure how effective we are getting the value, but please do comment down after this live session. Come back to this channel and please do comment down what are your thoughts, so that I can prepare myself for the next sessions.
Yeah. Also, join our free Telegram group, and try not to lose another 45k to that guy there. I mean, that's quite a lot of money, right?
No, it's not. Even if you are watching us, do not take positions until and unless you understand how the system. See, assume that this is just a system you are trading, or a trading compass, I used to call it, right? You have to navigate the compass with respect to your own analogy, and then take this as just a confluence for your analysis.
Cool. And just to let you guys know, at 2:30 we will be back on. Well, I won't be, but Jerry will be back on with the New York Open what it's not really a live trading. How would you explain it? He just breaks everything down, right?
So he prepares himself
Yeah.
for the NY Open, but
Yeah.
at the same time, if any major news events, Nvidia, I think today earnings releases.
Oh, okay.
What time it is?
It's after market, so it'll be about
Yeah, okay.
9 p.m. or something like that.
So I think there is
Oh,
a
9
huge
p.m.
short positions built on the group people were saying about. So if you are trading US assets and stocks, this is the right place.
Yeah,
to
I
check.
think you should tune in for that. I mean, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna tune in because I'll be the one re-streaming it, so I'm
okay.
contractually obliged to tune in. But it's all great knowledge, and thank you very much once again, people, for joining us, and have a great afternoon, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.